Hi everybody, thanks for pressing play on the video today. It's Caroline here from craftycarolinecreates.com. This is today's project, a very simple, very pretty and very quick to make little treat box made from a single sheet of designer series paper. Shall we get on and I will show you exactly how I made it? Very, very simple. So you're going to need to start up with a sheet of designer series paper, surprise, surprise, 6x6. The ones I'm using today come from the gorgeous Cupcakes and Carousels designer series paper stacks. These are really beautiful patterns. They have a bit of a fairground circus theme going on to them, a little bit, but they're just really good sort of say distressed, shabby chic looking papers. These were a customer thank you gift 1 month and I know they went down really well. They are available at a good price at the moment in the retiring sale, so if you like these you can stock up on these really cheaply. We're now going to need our scoreboard. Okay, here it is coming in, and we are going to score with the pattern down, the pattern we want to be on the outside of our box facing down. We are going to score this at 1 7/8 of an inch, 3 3/4 of an inch, and 5 5/8 of an inch. We're going to turn it round 90 degrees and score it at 1 inch and at 5 inches. Super simple. I said this is a really super simple and very quick box. Okay, let's get our scissors, here they are, and our bone folder first, and let's just quickly fold and burnish along all of those score lines. This one that I've chosen, this pattern, this is Peekaboo Peach and So Saffron. This one that I did was So Saffron and Bermuda Bay. Okay, that's it. Very quick and simple. So let's bring our scissors in, and what we're going to do is we're going to start at the little 1/2 inch score line that we made, and we're just going to cut up our 2 score lines at either end, the ones we did at 1 inch and 5 inch. And then, let me see if it's easier to see on the other side, the pattern's a bit fussy on that side. And then we're just going to cut off our 2 little end pieces here. Okay, and then we're going to go all the way along this end of these 2 score lines here and here until we get to the one going in the opposite direction. So just there and there. Okay, so we've made 3 little flaps. Swing it round and do the same on the other side. I apologise about my fingers not looking the best. I'm cheating on crafting a little bit at the moment with gardening. We're setting up a bit of a kitchen garden, and I'm really enjoying it, but it's not very good on the hands, is it? Okay, so now we've got something that looks like that. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut each of these little flaps into a triangle shape. And the easiest way I find to do this is if you just take it and just fold it in half and just put a little, oh you can't see, a little crease there in the middle of each of those sections, but you don't want to fold it all the way along. You're just putting that little thumb crease on the end of each section. You do want to try and make it as little as you can. So there we go, found the centre of all 3 on that side. Let's spin it round and do the centre of all 3 on the other side. There's one. The next one and the last one there. Okay, so we found those 3 centres, and then all we're going to do is with our scissors we're going to cut from that little crease to the corner there. We're going to make these into little triangles. Okay. Okay. There we go. And the last one there. Let's spin it round and do it on that side too, and then do it there, and we'll do it there. Okay, and then our last one like that. Okay, so we've got something that looks a bit like this. Now the next thing to do is to take some fuse, and this little 1/2 inch little flap that we have here, we are going to put our fuse all the way along there, just like that. A little bit off my board so it doesn't stick, and then just fold this over, and we want to stick this to the other side. So just take a second to get that nice and square and straight on both sides. There we go. Okay, so we've got our triangle shape coming together, and then we just need to fold in our end pieces like this, and we are going to use some Tombow liquid glue to stick these down. So a bit of glue on there, bring that over, a bit more glue on that triangle there. Okay, fold that up, that's one end done nicely. You can put your bone folder down the middle just to help make sure that one is stuck down. And then we're going to do what you need to do at this point is put your treats in before you glue up this end. It is a glued end box, so both ends are glued, so you do kind of need to destroy it a little bit to get your goodies out. But I have got a version coming on Friday which has a nice little lid, so you don't need to destroy it. It's a little bit different dimensions, but it's the same shape. So if you like this size of box, would like one that you can reuse, do tune in on Friday. Subscribe if you haven't already, and you won't miss any of my future videos. Okay, how is that? Looking good. Just going to give that bottom end a second to dry, so I'm just going to stand it up. And to decorate it, I thought I liked the little dots, and I thought we would pick that out using this, which is from the Swirly Shapes framelits, I think they're called. Where are they? Squirly Scribbles thinlits. These are the ones that go with the Squirly Bird die stamp set. They look a bit like this. And I've already done that to save a little time. I've taken the smallest Squirly Scribble, and I'm going to just use my die brush to pop that out of the die, the shape. Hopefully it should pop out nice and easily. She says. Are you out? I think it's just about out. There we go, it is out. There we go. So that's the sort of shape that you get from that die. That's the smallest of the scribbles. And the sentiment, this enjoy, comes from the very versatile, let me bring it in, Thoughtful Banners stamp set, which has a lot of great sentiment on it. So I used enjoy. I thought we would do a different one now, and we will do celebrate, because that is something you can use for so many different occasions. We're going to use some Peekaboo Peach ink that matches our Peekaboo Peach paper in this case. Stamp, stamp, stamp. And it doesn't matter about getting it straight, because we are going to use the matching banner punch to punch this out. And I should have done it a little bit closer to the edge. Leave me a bit more space that way, but it'll work. So punch that out. I'm just going to close up my ink pad before I drop something in it. Okay, where's my sentiment? There it is. And there's my box, and here's my little swirly scribble. We are going to firstly attach this onto my scribble. Maybe there. I did it the other way. So I'm just going to trim off down like that, because we don't need the two pendented sides. And a tiny little bit of Tombow on the back of my thing. My scribble, let's call it a scribble. Stampin' Up call it a scribble, so I can call it a scribble. I'm just going to then stick that down. Just going to turn it over just to check it goes in the right place. Do you think that look? Oh, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Okay, and I'm going to use, I did have them a second ago, here they are. These are some of the enamel shapes in the matching Peekaboo Peach. Just going to put a little one on the end just to match that circle theme. There we go. Okay. And I just want to use going to give that a second, and then I'm just going to snip that little bit of white out. I don't like the way you can see that. And then that is going to stick up on my box just like that. But we are going to use some dimensionals, and what I'm going to use is the end bits. I'm going to cut some of those down very thick, very small, so that I can hide them on the back of here. So we can put a full size one on here like that. Actually, I'm just going to cut that down just to make it a bit easier so you don't have to worry about lining that up perfectly. And then I'm going to put some of the tiny little ones that I've just made onto here, just one there. And another one here. You can do a few more, I'll just do that many now to save us. Before I do that, I'm going to find my snips, here they are, and just going to cut out that little bit of white that I can see poking out from behind my shape. Don't want to see that. I'm going to stick it down. There we go. Still see a tiny little bit. Sorry, this is my perfectionist gene coming out. There we go. Whoa, there we go. And then that can just stick on there like that. And now you have it, two incredibly quick and very simple. Not as quick as I thought. When I made these, I'm sure they were a lot quicker. I probably wasn't talking as much. Two very cute, very simple little triangular trick boxes. I hope you enjoyed it, and as I said, come back on Friday and I will show you another version of this little triangular box but with a lid. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.